this one and this one. And we're like, haha, funny. And he's like, no, we're doing it. I don't have we call it tic-tac. I don't have tic-tac. I'm here. I made it. I'm a wizard.
Hey everybody, this is Kirk with Heat Transfer House, and this is another episode of Beyond the Rules. I have my co-host Brittany.
Hello.
And we reversed it, and our guest today is Maggie. And she's going to talk a little bit about kind of her journey here at Heat Transfer House and the department she is now overseeing and working with. So, Maggie, tell us, you've been here how long at Heat Transfer House?
I've been here over 10 years, which is actually absolutely crazy to think about. It started with, I worked at a t-shirt place in college. I went to school for graphic communications, but I ended up starting working here, and it was like me in a room with a little printer, and he basically just said, figure it out. And I did luckily had a little bit of an experience with like a wide format printer. But yeah, a lot of the custom department did start when I started at Heat Transfer Warehouse because of just the background I had and the experience I had of everything. So when I worked at that t-shirt shop, I had a good understanding of sublimation and things like that. So yeah, I started in this little room. We moved locations, and then we came into the one we're in now. And it just slowly started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's usually always about a team of like 4 or 5, but we call it Deco Vibe. So anytime at Heat Transfer Warehouse you hear Deco Vibe, it's our custom transfer department. And so the biggest thing we offer is you send us your artwork, we're going to send you a transfer ready to press. And that comes across in so many different transfer types. We have Rhinestones, which is huge. We have print and cut, which is like a full color printed transfer on vinyl. It gets masked, weeded, sent to you. Everything, like I said, is ready to press. Sublimation transfers, custom cut vinyl, super color transfers, deco press, and then one of the things we're super excited about is our Walla 1 transfer. So it's like a DTF screen print hybrid, one color, either black or white. You guys, once again, you guys send us your artwork, we send you a transfer ready to press. That's a cool, very fast version, sorry.
So of all of those offerings, well actually first of all, how did the area become called Deco Vibe? Like where did Deco Vibe get its name from?
It stems from, so everything here has a name. Every room has a name, and we usually get to vote and pick on what they are. So like the core is like where everybody sits in our Fargo one. That's our headquarters. So we have our customer service, web team, marketing, all that. It's called the core, which material is on a core. Deco Vibe came from, we tried to pick material names, and I believe it came from like Deco Sparkle. Okay. And then we're like Deco, but like we kind of, we're artsy, so it's a vibe and like Art Deco-y. But yeah, if you guys ever see videos of us like tours and stuff, it's the lime green and purple floor, which he vetoed, and that's what he picked. We wanted like the room to be so pretty back there, because back then it was all girls that was back there, and we had like these beautiful like mint color walls, this nice countertop, and we're like, okay, cool, we'll get like this like pretty gray floor. And he comes over and he's like, this one and this one, and we're like, haha, funny. And he's like, no, we're doing it. And we're like, okay, cool. If we do that, can we do like a fun pattern versus just like checkers? So it's kind of like a weird chevron back there. So that technically, that part where the machines are is called the Chevron Studio, but we just like merged it, and the whole thing's just Deco Vibe.
Deco Vibe, I love it. It's cool.
Yeah.
So obviously, DTF's hot.
Yeah.
Do we offer DTF transfers?
We do. So yeah, and we offer as little as 1. So it's one of those things where we can service you guys if you have 1 or 100. We're going to be able to supply you with the transfers for you to get your job done.
You mentioned Walla 1. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Why is that so exciting, or why are you so excited about it?
Walla 1 is our DTF screen print hybrid transfer, and the reason it's exciting is because a lot of people still want one color jobs. Yes, the full color world has exploded, but there's still those people that want that one color because it's more cost effective, and it can save you time if you're not into weeding and cutting vinyl, or if you don't have a cutter. This is a printed transfer that comes to you, all you have to do is press it. Nice. It's going to offer in white. We have it in white and black.
Nice. Super easy. Probably the most popular colors.
Exactly.
And if you still want cut vinyl,
yes, you can get that. Yeah,
you can get that too.
Yep. So, and what's fun too is with the Walla 1, a lot of our printed transfers in general, we have gang options. So you can put, if you have 3 different jobs that all need white, you can put them all on there and it can ship to you.
That's huge.
So enough about business stuff. Enough about Heat Transfer Warehouse. Obviously, what do you do when you're not here at Heat Transfer Warehouse? I mean, you are the earliest one to arrive every day. So I just want to point that out. Maggie is like probably 90% of the time beats everybody here at work. So
I just really enjoy a slow morning. I also, even though traffic here, it's not really traffic compared to like big cities and stuff, but I just like the quietness of getting here. No one else is here. It's not like I'm like fully like I'm in work mode the second I get here at 7 a.m. It's slowly I'll clean up some emails, things like that, just go get a coffee, something like that. But what I do outside of work is hang out with my boyfriend a lot. We have a house. It's nicer out. We have a really nice patio that faces west, so we enjoy that. I've been really into like getting vinyl records and listening to vinyl records. I dabble in going to the gym. I have a trainer and it's kind of really exciting. Like I don't have like any huge goals or anything with it. I did say I do want to be able to do my body weight in almost every like 3 main bench, squat and deadlift.
Nice.
I have done my deadlift, so that's
Wow,
exciting. I've done my body
congratulations.
weight. And then the next goal would be to double it. But it's just about being a stronger, healthier version. Obviously there's, days where you're not that version, but just in general of trying to make sure I'm creating those habits for myself to be healthy and live long and all the things. Because I have some family members who struggle with health, so just trying to set those things now for my future.
That makes sense.
So we talked about before you did some trade shows and stuff like that with Trans Worlds, right?
Yes.
And so let's just say favorite place to travel,
Ooh, so favorite place to travel that I've been, it's like what I liked is a lot of the trade shows are in the same cities. So then you get to know those cities a little bit more. So I was a really big fan of Indianapolis, as well as Kansas City. I liked Indianapolis because we'd always go like the first week of June. And so it was always nice weather. And then every once in a while, I'm also a big fan of baseball. And they have a minor league team there. So we went to those games a couple times. And it's nice that you have, the day you're grinding, you're on your feet all day, and then you get to go enjoy whether you sit outside on a patio or you go to a ball game or something like that. Was always really fun. So yeah, Indianapolis I liked. Kansas City I always liked too. I don't really know why. It was just a cool town. You can't go wrong with Long Beach when it's January here. So
yeah.
that's
This is
always
true.
a good
Long
one.
Beach is always good.
Yeah. Oh, you know what was the sleeper that I was surprised I really liked is Charlotte.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, that was one I was not expecting to like as much.
I do like Charlotte a lot, actually, and I ran into a cousin I haven't seen in like 20 years just last couple months ago. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, I didn't realize she lived in Charlotte. That was kind of oops, but well,
Oh, well.
Hey, she didn't announce it.
yeah, I know.
Was it a happy
It's on you.
accident?
It was great.
There you go. Happy
She's a great
accidents.
tour
Little
guide,
Bob
but-
Ross, little happy accidents.
Yeah, but Charlotte is a great town. I enjoy that. I think it's got a couple great walkable areas that a lot of breweries.
Yep.
I know.
Love a
I
good
know
craft.
you like. I know you like.
I do love
Favorite
good craft
beer? Favorite beer?
Oh, I mean, I do like an IPA. Don't get me wrong, but I like them on tap places, so I don't always like buying them like in a can and having them at my house. But like a regular, like if I'm gonna just go for what's a regular beer I want, I really do like a Kona Big Wave.
Huh?
Those are pretty good.
I like it, just the
tap beer
refreshing.
is better. I feel
It
like
just
tap beer
is.
is just, it's
Yeah,
better
tap.
when it's in a cup and somebody pours it for you.
Yeah.
Just gives it
I don't know
to
if it's the air.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes fountain pop's better than
Yes, it
regular.
is.
It's just
And
the bubbles
tiny
in the
ice
air.
cubes.
Oh yeah, the
The
pellet.
pebbles, yeah, so good.
Oh
So
my god, who did we talk to? We were talking about how ice cubes and how there's like TikTok ice cubes and all this
What?
stuff. Oh yeah, you don't. What
What?
do they call it? I can't remember. I don't have we call it Tic Tac. I don't have Tic Tac. But yeah, there's like whole like things of people who have fancy ice. They'll have like ones that are infused, different sizes, and you can. Yeah, it's great.
I've seen like pictures of like glasses that have like the ball ice
Yep.
and like maybe it tastes different, I guess, but it looks pretty. That's true.
It's the aesthetics. It's all
Yeah.
aesthetics these days.
I'm all
So-
confused. Oh, too much ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it.
So what's your favorite type of food? Like when you've traveled, especially like I know there's a lot of diversity in like restaurants and like, not just like the typical chain restaurants. Like what types of things do you seek out or what types of things do you just like to eat in general? Like if you're going to go somewhere here in town even.
Oh, my three that like I love is gonna be pizza, wings, and like French fries.
Of course. Well, who doesn't
If
love
that is not
I-
Midwest, I don't know what it says.
But I have been, so my boyfriend is super into chicken wings. Like, I swear he's gonna be made out of one. For how much he loves wings. He's a spicy person, I am not a spicy person. I like a dry rub, so anything. But I think we had those weird, weren't they like blueberry in Charlotte? Like that one place? I think they were like blueberry traditional
That
wings.
kind of sounds
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, it's traditional wings. It's not, if you get boneless, he's gonna call it like you're eating nuggets, but
I mean,
yeah.
it is kind of like
Yeah,
a nugget.
it's just
Let's
a
be
glor-
honest.
yeah, it's fine. Everyone, live your truth. But then there's really cool, like pizza is a really cool one because it's different everywhere. Everybody specializes in it differently. So I like
I mean, I
that.
remember Long Beach. We had that place
With
where
egg.
with the eggs on it and all that stuff.
I love
and-
egg on pizza is good.
so
Yeah.
good.
It is
But
so
it was
good.
like a over easy one. It wasn't even scrambled like you get at Casey's. It was like it was really good.
Yeah, it
sounds
was
really
it was fun. I'm obviously a fan of pizza. I'm fine with that, but
Yeah, those are
it's
fun.
always fun to see those areas that are better at it and not as good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about it as like Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not as huge of a deep dish person, but it's an experience, absolutely. What I was trying to tell was it I think it might have been G. Of the thick deep dish of what is the other one? Not Giordano's. What's the other one? Is it Lou's?
Illuminati's.
Oh,
So-
that's what it
yeah.
was. Okay.
And I remember that, and we went there, and you and me had insisted on having the thin crust,
yeah, is that what it was?
and then
Okay.
everybody else is like, we're having the thick. I'm like, nope, we're having ingredients. So I love ingredients. I don't love crust. And
Yes,
that's,
me too.
That's like
That's
my
what
whole
I'm
thing with
saying.
pizza. So
Thin crust is good. You can eat more of it.
that's what I say.
That's my argument every time too. I'm like, if I think this tastes delicious, I get to eat more of it because I'm not stuffed on all the bread.
I actually really love Domino's thin crust.
Really?
It sounds super generic, but it's really good.
I've never had it.
Not
It's almost like a lavash.
the only thing
Oh, I like
Yeah.
lavash too, though.
only thing I don't like about it is just you're getting it delivered, so it's always cold. So thin crust has to be hot.
I'm a tepid food eater myself.
Oh, really?
Like I don't want the hot food. I want to let it set for a while and like cool down, and then I can eat it. So I disagree with you.
Think I've like the delivery service food, other than like pizza's generic, but like delivery service food, I think I've done it maybe twice because I don't like how it tastes when it gets to me.
There's some pretty good pop-up kitchens, I will tell you, that we've found.
Like do you have Uber Eats?
I mean, I'm sure I
It's
could
like
download it.
so it's like, okay, instead of like having like a full restaurant and this and that, like basically if you had like Maggie's quesadillas or something like that, like you could basically rent out a space in an existing commercial kitchen at a different restaurant that's maybe not as busy. And so yeah, so it's
That's
like
cool.
yeah, so there's a couple of them
Okay,
in
I like
town.
that.
Yeah.
I like
so
that.
it's still totally legit and like it's just they don't have like that.
It's coming out like a
front-facing-
regular like restaurant. It's just the name, you don't know the name of the restaurant because it's just a
Gotcha.
pop-up, and that they specialize. There's one out there. It's like just quesadillas, and you can imagine anything you can go with a quesadilla.
Ooh, see,
they
I
do
like
it.
that. I like when people do that. They take one thing and they just make a ton
Really
of,
good,
of
yeah.
different versions.
It's
That's
better. I hate when you go to the restaurant and there's like 700 things on the menu. Like, have you ever been to a Cheesecake Factory?
cool. No.
Oh my gosh!
Or
Like
I think
you
I
get
did in high school, but-
Cheesecake, breakfast, lunch, pasta, pizza, like sandwiches, burgers. It's like I just want to like I don't know what to do. It's too, like salad.
Well, their,
What
their
am I
menu
gonna
is like
do?
this thick, though.
Yeah.
It's
God.
like it's like a book.
You
You,
know?
get it, and you're like, where do we start?
I wanna have,
You know?
like, you
I
know,
just want to have
couple
cheesecake at the end of the day. I'm
Yeah,
like,
true.
I'm just gonna go
That's
for
where
cheesecake.
that's why I'm
instead.
here. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I thought the whole place was, and then I went there and I'm like, wow, I'm here to get spaghetti. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Maggie, where do you want to travel?
Ooh.
Where's on your list? Now I don't say bucket list. I always just say experience
Yeah.
list. So
For sure, the UK I would really like to go to. I just think it looks cool. I don't really think I would like to go somewhere tropical. I just don't always like the hassle of getting there. It's a lot. Like my parents have gone to like St. Martin and all that. I've been to Aruba once. That was beautiful. But also like I love the idea of beaches, but I really dislike sand. And so I don't know.
It does follow you everywhere. I
It
feel like
does,
ocean
and I
sand
just when
follows you
when I want to be done with the sand, I want to be done with the sand.
Yeah.
And then
does
just
go
find
everywhere.
it everywhere.
it is
so-
everywhere. Like we came back and like I still have sand in one of my suitcases.
Yeah,
it's like 3
see?
trips ago, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, where's this come from? I'm like, oh yeah.
But what's so funny is my mom loves beaches, sand, all of that. She literally, she was a nurse for years and years, and she's finally retired. Yay, mom. But she would take empty pill bottles, and she'd fill them up, or like specimen bottles, or what you call
Yeah.
them, and she'd fill up sand. And she'd bring sand back with
Bring
her.
sand back.
Did she
Well-
put it in like a bowl or anything?
Well, I found we were going through, and I'm helping her organize because that's another passion I have. You say outside of work, I love organizing things. And so we were going through and organizing, and I found an entire Rubbermaid drawer. I'm like, all right, you got to go through this because it was full of just little things of sand.
Okay.
I think you have to take that and pour it all into one bowl.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, or she needs
here's
to-
where I've been everywhere.
Or shadow boxes or
Yeah,
something
something
because she
like
loves
that, see
taking
the
great
layer
pictures. She takes
and-
decent pictures on her phone of different things
Yeah.
that she sees, and so she needs to just do
It's kind of like a
something with it.
souvenir, something
Yeah.
like that. But you could say, hey, I have a piece of everything we're on, but put it in
But yeah, I'd say if I had to pick one, if you were to say, where do you want to go tomorrow, I'd probably say UK.
UK.
Specifically like London area, but I think Ireland would be beautiful too.
Okay, so there we go. There's a place. When you going?
That's the thing, it's got when and who, so who we'll go with, because Joe doesn't really care. He's like, oh, sure, I'll go, but like, I don't know. My best friend's been before, she's actually been twice, so I kind of think about like maybe it'd be fun to do like a girls trip.
Yeah.
She would, one, kind of have a little bit more of an understanding than I would
Also
going
true.
there and have some tips, but also she would just be like so excited to be there too, because I can't lie, it'd be really fun to like go to like the Harry Potter exhibit too, because they have a whole like behind the scenes stuff, and I love me some Harry Potter.
And you are a huge Harry Potter fan.
I am,
correct?
yeah. I do like Harry Potter a lot, yeah.
So you've been to Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, a big like roller coaster theme park person as well. Love that. If you go to Universal, you just, if you're a Harry Potter person, you walk in, you're like, oh my god, I'm here. I made it. I'm a wizard. And I did wear it's hat day today, and I did wear my wizard hat.
And you've
I was
been-
wondering
Mickey,
about
it's
the
the
hat.
Mickey
I
wizard
know.
hat.
Okay.
It's hat day. I was like, I'm not wearing a normal hat. I'm wearing a cool hat. And
Love
it's like a 23-year-old hat. I got it in 2000 when I went.
I can't believe
Wow.
2000 was 23 years ago.
Yeah, that's when you do that now. That's a little rough.
Also
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So huge Harry Potter fan, obviously.
Disney, yeah, Disney.
Disney, all
movies,
that stuff. So I know you can quote movies pretty well from anything, correct?
I just, the ones I like, I do quite a bit, and then I just am like, anyone know it? And they're like, no, maybe we don't.
So-
TC's getting pretty good. He knows more than I do, but we have different tastes in movies, so I don't always pick up on his.
So favorite decoration method? Which one do you like the best out there?
Oh gosh, that's hard. Like we kind of mentioned before, everyone has like their time, place, project. I think sublimation might be the most satisfying, because if you were to get a sublimation transfer, and you, from the artwork you sent, you'd be like, this is wrong, this looks crazy, you screwed this up. And then we always have to say, well, did you press it? Because it looks night and day different from the print to when you pressed it, and then how much it like pops. That was a lame snap. How much it pops when you press it is absolutely crazy. It looks so cool. So sublimation probably is the most satisfying. Also with how many blanks that has been coming out in the world, it's not just a t-shirt, it's not just a water bottle. There's so many different things out there, from underwear, bras, keychains, crazy different things.
Well, I mean, that's what's crazy is like how many things you can press on today and apply and decorate, and it keeps on growing. So most unique or different kind of job you've seen come through?
Let's see. There's well, hold on. This is a side note. Do you want me to reference like a company name? Is it okay if I do that?
I think it's fine.
Okay. Okay. So the most unique is this gal. She orders rhinestones from us quite a bit, and her company is called More Than a and her logo has a cat in it. And I need to go back and I need to look. She has tons of different products and stuff that she has on her website, but I need to go and like look at like the true purpose. But my understanding is it's about being more than that. You truly are more than that. You're very woman empowerment, and I think that's cool.
Cool.
But yeah, it's very jarring if you have people come back there and they read what the job is. They're like, oh. And you're like, yeah, it's great. She orders quite a bit.
She's a great customer.
Yeah.
So, any other words of wisdom, tips for those listening, watching today?
I think, and it comes from a lot of like things I've gone through, even being here and growing up, and it's not like a nice, fun little phrase, but growing is gonna be uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable, but like going through it, like fully embracing and understanding that you're not gonna be like 100% all day, every day, but just keep like pushing through it. But yeah, change and growth is so uncomfortable, but it's so worth it.
I like that.
There we go. I like it too. So, hey everybody, that is another edition of Beyond the Rolls. Again, thank you, Brittany, for hosting, and thanks, Maggie, for being in the hot seat today.
Thank you.